We saw you last at MSG. Fun draw, fight of the night draw. How are you feeling after that? I guess what have the couple weeks been like since we saw you fight in Madison Square, man?
Dealing with the injuries from the fight. That's why I'm in Vegas. I got a couple of bumps and bruises from the fight, but I'm just so happy that the MMA world reacted the way that they did. I'm happy that the fans enjoyed the fight, and that's it, man. That's what I'm here for. I'm here for the big fights, the good fights, the exciting fights, the fight of the month, the fight of the year, fight of the night. So that's what Nazim Sadykhov is here for.
When you went back and watched that, obviously it's fun. The fans loved it. Was there any part of you that was disappointed in the result? You don't get the win bonus, stuff like that, but you did get fight of the night, so I guess that kind of offsets that, right?
Yeah, I wouldn't say I was disappointed in the result because I can't say that it wasn't a draw. I watched the fight, there was a draw. I probably could make a case for one or two things that I did that could have got me the edge. I'm sure Slava could do the same. But overall, I feel like a draw is fair. I'm just disappointed in some of the things that I've done, not get the finish and not get maybe I don't know, and not go a little hard in the third round. So there was some disappointments, but overall, the reaction of the MMA world, you can't be anything but happy. When the fans are happy, I'm happy as well.
So what do you do now? Do you try to get a rematch? Do you think that's something the UFC would be interested in? I know they don't seem to really like to do rematches unless they really make sense, but is that one you'd like to run back?
I don't have some sort of thing where I have to get this one back. We're probably gonna, meet. He's that good that he's gonna be in top 10. Inshallah, I'm gonna be in top 10 as well, and maybe down the road. Right now, I just wanna keep fighting, keep going, keep seeing where my road takes me. I don't really have I'm not dying for a rematch. They were saying the same thing about Evan Elder in February. A lot of undecided things. Nazim was down, then he got the cut, this and that. Let's see a rematch. Not right now, but both of those fights, and including this one right here with the Slava clause, it's possible in the future. But right now, we just keep moving forward and take all the fights.
Saw a picture of you and Aljamain kind of was going viral a little bit. He looks like he's putting on that featherweight. I guess, have you noticed differences in him in the gym? Is he a lot stronger now that he's moving up a weight class?
He's a lot happier now because he gets to eat and he gets to chill and he gets to do whatever he wants and at the same time train. So he's a lot more happier now. His mood is better. I would love to see him at 145 because, as funny as this is going to sound, he's not known for his punching power. But when he is a 45er, I would like to see where he's going to be able to actually sit down on his shots and actually let off a few punches. Because I feel him when he's at his walking weight. His opponents don't. His opponents feel him when he's a slimmed down, skinny version of himself, cutting loads of weight to make 135. So 145 with Aljamain Sterling is going to be interesting. I think he's going to bring a lot of new material to that weight class.
If you had it your way, when do you want to return? Is there any sort of date, location, opponent, anything like that?
We're already working on it. As long as I'm healthy, I'm going to be fighting. And as long as I'm fighting, there's going to be excitement. So I'm looking for a March, April return. Perhaps UFC 300, perhaps maybe a fight night or something in March. But we're targeting March and April right now.
What do you think of the matchup between Aljamain and Max Holloway? What do you think of people putting them together? Is that a fight you'd like to see?
I'm actually a huge fan of Holloway, and Aljo's my boy for life. So I don't know. To me, that's just very fun. I think it's tough as hell for Aljo, but I think Aljo is gonna do things that Max isn't used to either. Just the way he moves. I don't think anybody in featherweight moves the way Aljo has moved in bantamweight. So it's an interesting matchup. A former world champion versus another former world champion is always going to be interesting.
Is there anybody in particular you're excited to see tonight? Any fighters, any celebrities, any specific awards?
I'm actually so uninformed, to be honest. Unfortunately, I thought that these awards was for 2023, but this is for 2022, if I'm not mistaken, right? So me and Slava are not even in the picture tonight. So there you go. I'm over here just yesterday. Yeah, I'll come back next year. So this is my trial. So we'll see, man. I'm excited to be here,
And last question for me. If you were to be nominated, say next year, would you rather be nominated as Fighter of the Year or Fight of the Year?
Honestly, from the road that I came down and where I came from, I'm not saying anything works, but I'm just always looking to move up. So do they have Performance of the Year? Fighter of the Year. So that would be my goal for 2024 if I'm not Fighter of the Year for 2023. But I'll take Fighter of the Year because listen, a fight of the year, like that's huge. That's hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of fights, and you're the best fighter of the year. So absolutely, I would love that.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Can I get a picture before you walk?